Viola Rules here, and welcome back to 5 Days a Stranger, the continuation of the Trilby Chisholm Mythos series. So, in the last episode, we got trapped inside the house and we found out that we weren't alone. We were here with four other people, but we can only find three of them for this house meeting. So, yeah, let's talk to them and see if we can get any answers. Mrs. Taylor? Yes? Tell me a bit about yourself. Why, that's so sweet of you to ask. We're in for it now. I'm a correspondent for the BBC, but you probably already knew that. I'm afraid I don't watch much television. Oh. Well, I do outside broadcast for the news mainly. Sometimes I present documentaries or variety shows. Whenever I'm needed, really. Very much a Jill of all trades. Let's ask her about the mansion. Also, whenever you talk to anybody, it'll drop down a menu like this and saying, that's all I want to know, will back out of the text or whatever the backout text is, whether it's see you later, bye, whatever. Um, what do you know about the mansion? Well, I've heard some pretty disturbing stories about it. Here we go. There have been stories of weird happenings around it for decades. Ever since the first disappearance of the original owner and his son. People have gone missing in the area around the house more than anywhere else in the country. People from all walks of life. People like us? Uh, don't say that. So yeah, this is a creepy thing to imply. Also, people have gone missing in this area more than anywhere else in the country, and the police hear about a murder-suicide at the house when people moved into it after centuries of there not being anybody in this house, and they just shrug their shoulders at it. That's kind of odd. How did you come to be here? I only came down here for a documentary. There's been a lot of interest in old ghost stories lately. We figured something on Defoe Manor would pull in the ratings. And not because it would make interesting viewing. This is why I hate television. Excuse me, I was talking. I arrived here before the camera crew. I was supposed to wait for them, but I couldn't resist just taking a walk around the grounds. Next thing I knew, I was in the backyard. I looked all over, but I couldn't find a way back to the front. It was my own fault, really. Yes, it was. What happened to your camera crew? I've no idea. They probably just left when I never showed up. I'm sort of glad they didn't get mixed up in this, too. Quite. That's all I wanted to know. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't get mixed up in this, too, because doing the voices for this would be... Whew. Also, as you can see, the walk icon is blacked out since we can't use it because we're just talking to people right now. Mr. Hardy? Yes, Mr. Trilby. Tell me a bit about yourself. About me? Well, I'm in what you'd call the import-export business. You're a thief. I am not a thief. I'm a treasure hunter. I only take what belongs to dead people, since they're not using it, you know. Our new friend there, he's a thief. True, but also a gentleman. And I only take what I'm sure no one's using too. I'm sure that's a great comfort to them. I don't know about that, Trilby. Considering in The Art of Theft, we were stealing stuff that I'm pretty sure people were using. Like the art gallery. But yeah, you go ahead and think that nobody was using it. How did you come to be here? Well, I came up here to look for some artifacts. And I'm sure you had full consent of the Defoe solicitors to do so. Shut up. I just heard of some old family tombs somewhere under the building. I mean really old. Anything inside probably doesn't belong to anyone, so finders keepers. I managed to call in a few favors to get over the ravine and the back wall. Then, of course, I couldn't get back out. How many people know you're here? A handful, I suppose, But they wouldn't get suspicious till I go missing for months, though. Hmm. Uh, Sounds like you have some pretty bad management, Phil, if people don't get worried until you go missing for months. What do you know about the mansion? Plenty. I read an article in this month's Treasure Hunting Monthly. It was built by some explorer guy, Sir Roger Defoe, or something like that. His wife died giving birth. He and his son went missing some time later. Hell, maybe the article could tell you better than I could. I'll let you borrow it. Okay, thanks. Just don't mess it up too much. It's for my scrapbook. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Righto. Okay, apparently Phil's into scrapbooking. That's interesting. So, Jim. Yes? Tell me a bit about yourself. Like what? I don't know. Where were you before you came here? I was at St. Trinian's boarding school, not far from here. Been there since I was 10. My parents move around a lot, you see. How old are you now? Nearly 16. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's no way I can do a male 16-year-old voice. That's just not happening. Um, how did you come to be here? It was so stupid. We climbed over the school wall at lunchtime. Why? It was a dare. We were going to see how long it would take for the school to find us. It is stupid. Then we came across this old house, and Richard dared me to knock on the door. He bet me £1 I wouldn't do it. My school was like that. Broke my collarbone playing pylon once. Shut up, Philip. What happened next? Well, I was about to knock on the door, but it opened by itself. I heard Richard dare me to take a step inside. So you did, and the door closed behind you, and it wouldn't open again. Yeah. Your friends didn't call the police or anything? How should I know? I guess they didn't since nobody came. That was on Wednesday. School probably knows I'm gone now. I see. What do you know about the mansion? Not much. We could always just about see the roof over the playground wall. We used to tell each other it was haunted. Why? Were there any stories or legends attached? Well, a friend of mine used to say a crazy hermit lived there, who killed people and ate them alive. Oh, well, I'm certainly reassured. That's all I wanted to know. Okay. Anyone else see the pattern in all these stories? Which pattern would that be? Seems to me the house only traps people individually. It didn't try to trap Jim's friends, or Simone's camera crew. It's only letting us in one at a time. You're talking about the house like it's intelligent. Surely it's more likely there's just some joker behind all this. Maybe. But how did they know we were coming? How did it know to leave a window open for me, risking one of you finding it? You think the house is haunted? I wouldn't use that word, but I definitely have an odd feeling. Like we're being watched, I suppose. Yeah, maybe this is one of Simone's rating winners. Excuse me? Well, locking up some people in a house against their will and secretly filming them. Sounds like a natural reality TV progression. It's also highly illegal. Wouldn't stop some people. Where the hell has AJ got to anyway? I was hoping he'd be here. He's been doing some research on the house. He was going to share it with us tonight. Maybe someone should go look for him. What, now? It's getting pretty late. I admit I am beginning to feel tired. Yeah, me too. But what about AJ? I don't think there's any need to worry now. If he still hasn't turned up by morning, then we'll look for him. Oh, all right. But we look for him as soon as we get up. Day 2. What was that noise? What noise? I didn't hear anything. It says I didn't hear anything. I think there was a bit of sound missing. Oh, Jesus. No. Simone? Philip? Jim? Oh, God. Who did this? What the? You did this? Well, he is covered in blood. Stay back. I'm warning you. Who are you? Oh. Well. Oh, it was just a dream. Okay. Well. Christ, I've never dreamt so vividly before. It was so disturbing. I know, right? So apparently we had a dream that we psycho slashed everybody, but at the same time we didn't psycho slash everyone? Question mark? I don't know. But let's take a look at the article that Philip gave to us. It's an article cut out from a magazine called Treasure Hunting Monthly. The Mystery of Defoe Manor. Defoe Manor, one of the country's more notorious stately homes, is renowned for being a great source of untold wealth, but what is the curse that surrounds the creaking house? Yeah, the house that creaks and whispers. The mansion was built in the early 19th century by the legendary explorer Roderick Defoe in celebration of his retirement and marriage. Doing things in celebration of marriage seems to be a thing in the Defoe lineage, doesn't it? Sir Roderick disappeared along with his only son on the 15th year anniversary of his wife's sudden death. After that, the house fell into the possession of a succession of heirs, most of whom died or disappeared in mysterious circumstances. The house was left abandoned after the last heir was thought to have died in 1946 until the recent appearance of Clarence Defoe, who managed to prove his connection to the lineage and inherit the house. I bet he regrets it with every fiber of his being. Well, let's just rehashing everything that we've been told. I'm just gonna see if there's anybody in this back hunting room. Yeah. So apparently we slept on the couch. So where did everybody else sleep? Or did we insist on taking the couch? See if there's anything on the television, or is it still broken? Oh. Our top story this morning. Police are still baffled by the apparent disappearance of television personality Simone Taylor. Miss Taylor was due to film a documentary on the notorious Defoe Manor, but her camera crew reported that she never arrived. Police have been investigating the building, but so far have found no way to get inside. The Defoe family solicitor, Michael Cheatham, has the only key to the building and is currently unavailable. Miss Taylor's disappearance, coinciding with the disappearance of a local youth from a nearby boarding school, simply adds to the legend surrounding the mysterious Defoe Manor. Reports. And the TV's out again. What's powering the TV, by the way? Because Trilby said earlier that there was no power cord for the TV apparent. So, yeah, it's just weird. So, I guess we can stay on this floor for now. Oh, hey, it's Jim. Jim. Hi, Mr. Trilby. How are you feeling? Okay, I guess. I had this really horrible dream. But you don't want to hear about it. You're taking this imprisonment thing very well, I must say. Well, it's not that different to boarding school, really. Except there's no one to hit you across the knuckles when you talk too much at night. Okay. Seen AJ anywhere? Not since yesterday morning. He seemed pretty anxious about something. Did he say why? No. Just said something about getting to the bottom of all this. Then he left the room and I never saw him again. What are you reading there? Treasure Island. I found it in the living room. How are you liking it? Well, it's a bit heavy going. I think I prefer Terry Pratchett. I don't know I can tell it's a book author, but I don't know if I've read any books by Terry Pratchett. Do you know where the others are? I don't know where Mr. Hardy is, but Miss Taylor's up in the library. The library? On the second floor. I think she broke the door open or something. Thanks. That's all. Okay, Mr. Trilby. Okay, so we know where Simone is, but before we leave the room real quick, can I have the eyeball, please? Or you can just go here and grab the look. It's a portrait of an aging man in a safari suit. The plaque reads Sir Roderick Defoe. Yeah, I don't know why, but the thing at the bottom sometimes doesn't react for me. But yeah, that picture does look a lot different than it did before, because I'm pretty sure his hair was all black the first time we saw that photo. But yeah, let's go upstairs, as we know where Simone is. But yeah, the lock is broken. I guess somebody really needed information from this room. Let's talk to Simone. Hey, Miss Taylor. Ah, hello, Mr. Trilby. How are you holding up? Oh, spare me the gallantry. I'm just fine. You are? You've been trapped in this house for 5 days with no food. Are you sure? Sleep well? To be honest, not really. I had this terrible dream. Someone had killed you and Philip and Jim. I remember this huge guy with a welding mask. Let me guess. He took off the mask and he looked exactly like you? No. Actually, he looked exactly like you. What does it mean? Frankly, I don't want to know. Huh. Though she had a similar dream to ours, except different people were dead. Although we were the killer and dead at the same time in her dream. Weird. Did you break the lock on the door? No, I just came up here and it was like that. I suppose AJ must have done it. He must have been reading from that pile of books. I don't know exactly. I'd have to ask him. So I take it AJ hasn't turned up yet. No. Do you think he found a way out? If he did, he didn't have the decency to tell us. I wouldn't be surprised. He's kind of jumpy. Maybe he just saw an opportunity and took it. Maybe. What do you know about AJ? Not much. He refused to tell us anything about himself. Where he came from, why he came here. Not even his full name. Kind of suspicious, isn't it? Do you think he had some kind of agenda? I really wouldn't know. Of course, you're no one to judge when it comes to withholding names. That is true. We haven't told anybody our real name. Trilby's not our real name. Do you know where the others are? Well, Philip said he was going into the garden. I don't know where Jim is. And AJ's still missing. Thanks. Well, see you later. Sure. Well, we already talked to Jim, so Philip's out in the garden. But before we go, I just want to look at the books on the shelves here, just see what they have. Complete Unabridged Oxford English Dictionary. These don't come cheap. Okay. The 1988 edition of Encyclopedia Britannica with Wagner to Woodlouse missing. Huh, that's weird. Wonder why. Dahlia's How to Cook series. A collection of old road maps and atlases, probably tragically out of date. This shelf is full of nothing but photo albums. Historical texts on most of the really well-known noble families. The history of the Defoe lineage. That looks interesting. Let's grab that. Sounds important. I think it's about time I read up on the Defoe family. Okay, and I guess we can read the rest of these later. But for now, I'm gonna go find Phil and talk to him. Actually, I'm gonna look at the book that we just got. A History of the Defoe Family, Volume 7. Roderick Defoe, later Sir Roderick Defoe, is probably the most famous of the lineage. So he just stuck. Wait, so he just put Sir in front of his regular name? Okay, that's a little strange. Using a lot of the inheritance he attained when his parents died suddenly, he embarked on a series of adventures throughout the globe, earning quite a reputation as a colonial explorer. Yeah, because that's what you do when grieving your parents' death, go on a worldwide trip. He retired from adventuring at the age of 40 when he met his future bride, Belinda Rothman, and fell instantly in love. He built a luxury manor in the English countryside, and the couple moved in as soon as work was complete, which I'm guessing is this house. By all accounts, the couple were deliriously happy, which is what made Belinda's sudden death while giving birth to their only son Matthew all the more tragic. Okay. Sir Roderick was in mourning for a long time, leaving the upbringing of Matthew in the hands of numerous nannies and tutors. When he finally did start taking an interest in his son, he was known to be bitterly disappointed as his son rejected the idea of joining the army, preferring to pursue art and literature. Okay. As Matthew neared the age of 15, however, he and his father seemed to grow closer. They didn't always see eye to eye, but they seemed to understand each other and offer unconditional love. And then, on Matthew's 15th birthday, he and Roderick disappeared. A servant found bloodstains in one of the rooms, but no bodies were found. The fate of Sir Roderick and his wayward son remains a mystery to this day, the first of many mysterious disappearances connected to the Defoe line and the family house. With Clarence Defoe's being the most recent. Yeah, I don't know why I struggle with going up and down these stairs, but I do. Hi, Jim. Bye, Jim. Hope you enjoy your book. So, she said Philip was out in the garden, right? I didn't see anything other than this front area, but since it is a side scroller, maybe there's something off to the far right that I haven't looked at yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of holes back here. Why? I didn't click on the dirt. I meant to click on this. Talk to Philip. Hey, Mr. Hardy. Well, look who's up. Yeah, let's ask him about the metal detector first. What are you doing with that metal detector? It's actually part of the plan to get out of here. Oh, good. I've heard there's some kind of family tomb buried under the grounds. If I can find it, there might be another way to the surface. And I presume any family valuables they have down there would be an unexpected bonus? Hey, judge not lest ye be judged yourself. You're a cat burglar, for God's sake. At least I have a sense of priorities. Well, when you've found an escape route and saved us all, I'll be sure to apologize profusely. Okay. Actually, yeah. Are you the one who dug up half the lawn? Yeah. I was trying to dig my way out of this place. But the ground gets really solid 2 feet down, and the wall foundations go even further. Well, that would explain the holes nearest the walls. But what about the others? All right, I was looking for treasure. Happy now? You want some kind of medal? Just professional interest, you understand. Any luck? With treasure? No. Found some kind of pipeline running under the lawn, but not much else. Oh yeah, the pipeline that seems to lead to the pool. How are you doing? Oh, I'm just fine. And when I find a way out, I'll be even better. How do you know the tomb's there? I don't. That's what the metal detector is for. How do you know there's anything to detect? It's probably all stone and dusty corpses. Actually, you'd be surprised how much metal can be found in a tomb. Belt buckles, coffin handles, candlesticks. Gold, silverware, implying something? Oh, goodness me, no. Listen, the tomb could be on the other side of the grounds for all you know. Sure, but this is as good a place as any to start. And until I see some compelling evidence for its location, I'll continue my systematic sweep. Okay. Do you know if AJ's turned up yet? Not to my knowledge. In fact, I don't think we'll be seeing him ever again. Why not? Well, if this is some type of reality TV stunt, he must have been in on it. Maybe he's gone to file reports on how all the hidden cameras are working. I honestly doubt this is the work of the BBC, Philip. Do you have a better explanation? Not yet. Well then. Why do I want to borrow his metal detector? Can I borrow your metal detector? What do you want it for? I'm not sure yet. Brilliant. Well, I'll give you a shout when I'm finished with it. Okay. And I already know where the others are. Finished with the metal detector yet? No, you can have it when I found the tomb. Okay, well, I guess we'll just leave for now. See you around. Whatever. Okay, so, I don't think we can do, I don't think we can do anything over here, and I'm gonna walk out because, the touch thing kept getting caught on the, holes over there. So, is this like one of those, like, item cases where you just leave the screen, come back, and they're miraculously done with it 5 seconds later? I'm kinda hoping that is the case. Hey, Mr. Hardy. Well, look who's up. Finished with the metal detector yet? Okay, he's still not done with it. Have you seen the others? Last I saw Jim, he was in the dining room. I don't know about the Taylor woman. Thanks. Okay. Kind of, actually, now that I think about it, it's not really helpful to have the, have you seen the others dialogue on, Philip, because we have to pass by Jim to get here. So, yeah, I don't know how to trigger getting the metal detector from him. I also don't know why we want the metal detector. Let me look at the pipeline. It looks like the pipeline comes away from the pool and goes under the lawn. I wonder where it leads. Maybe looking at that triggers us being able to get the metal detector, because we want to know where the pipeline goes. Hey, Mr. Hardy. Well, look who's up. Finished with the metal detector yet? No, you can. Okay, never mind. Maybe it'll just randomly trigger later on. But, so, yeah, seems like everybody's just doing their own thing, biding their time until rescue comes. I guess for now, trying to think of where I could go or do. I guess I could check the hunting room again. I don't know why I keep going back in there. I guess I keep thinking something will appear in that room. Nope. Well, now I'm kind of stuck on what to do next. Well, I think I'm going to leave this episode here until I figure out where it is I'm supposed to go or do next and how I'm supposed to get the metal detector from Philip, because I honestly have no idea. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Be sure to like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter, both of which will be linked in the description below. And also be sure to subscribe for more. And if you are subscribed or a new subscriber right now, be sure to hit that bell icon next to the subscribe tab so that you get notified of when I upload videos. This has been Viola Rolls, signing off. Talk to you later.